What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we actually have some major news that will be coming out this week, so I want to address what will be coming. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how Congress is actually away on recess and what is likely to get started as they are gone. We're going to address the news on Tuesday when we will have the new CPI reading, and so we will know what our new inflation rate will be. On Wednesday, big news is JP Morgan. They have their report when they're going to report earnings. This is actually on Wednesday. This is going to be big news because this is going to tell us what consumers are doing. And everything after this, again, this is going to be big news. So this is going to happen on Wednesday. And on Friday, we actually have the supplemental SNAP benefits will expire at the end of the day on Friday, which means many families are going to lose out on about $95 per month. So we're going to address all that stuff because that is what's coming up this week. So let's get right into it. And if you got questions on anything else that's going on this week, let me know your questions down in the comment section below. Here's what I can tell you. Congress is away on recess. We know that. Now, what are they going to do when they're away? First off, they're away because, well, they're celebrating Easter Sunday, which is this coming Sunday in a week from today. So what are they going to do? Well, the hope is that, and again, the House and the Senate on Thursday, they actually chose who they want to negotiate their two different competitiveness bills. Now, the reason why I want to bring this up is because they both have different versions. They have to come up with the same plan in order to get that passed from both the House and the Senate. So that's one thing that's going to go on this over the next couple of weeks, and specifically this week as well. We're also hoping that lawmakers can get a little bit closer on passing the COVID funding. Now, some people say, why is this necessary? Why do we need this? Well, here's the thing. Republicans and Democrats say we both need additional COVID spending. The only difference is Democrats say, let's just pass it and we will provide that funding, through new funding, right? New money. And Republicans say, no, let's take the existing funding that we already have, let's repurpose that and allocate it over to the new funding bill and pass $10 billion there, right? Well, what we're hearing is the big thing is on Title 42. That's where this entire discussion is going. So if lawmakers can come to an agreement there, then this whole thing could eventually pass as soon as they come back in about 2 weeks. We also know Congress is hopefully going to be, or mainly the House Democrats are going to try to work a plan to negotiate with Senator Joe Manchin on President Biden's economic agenda. That's been going on for a little while, where House Democrats are putting together options and different plans. And eventually, when they think this is it, this is what we need to pass, they will take it and put it in front of Senator Joe Manchin. But again, whether this happens this week or next week, honestly, we don't know. But the expectation is lawmakers are going to keep working on that to eventually get portions of President Biden's economic agenda eventually passed, or at least considered at the moment. So that's what's going on with Congress this week. As far as the CPI reading, this comes out on Tuesday. This is Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I address this every month, but what I've been saying for the past couple weeks is the expectation is the inflation report, and this is the big headline number, is going to be about 8.5, maybe a little bit over that, 8.5 to 8.8%. Now, Bloomberg is currently forecasting that it's going to be about 8.5%. This is going to be an important number to look at, but the big number is actually the core number. The core number is what we need to be looking at. And year over year, if this is around 5%, then things will be fine. Okay, things will be fine. We're sitting along expectations. But if this jumps, okay, we don't want to see a core reading of 6% or higher, 6.5%, right? We don't want to see that. If we do see that, the expectation is that the Federal Reserve is going to come in a little bit hotter than they have been. They'll probably try to do a 50 basis point hike the next meeting, which is the beginning of May. So again, that could hurt the stock market. So one thing that I will be looking at is both the headline number, which is important, but also the core reading as well. Both of those are extremely important, and those will come out on Tuesday morning. As far as JP Morgan is concerned, this is a big thing. The JP Morgan, when they report earnings on Wednesday, which this is something that I am looking into, because when I make trades, I'm going to be making trades based off of what JP Morgan tells us on Wednesday. And this is going to tell us how people are actually spending their money. How much spending are we getting from consumers? Where are they spending their money? They're going to tell us if people even have money saved up, roughly how much money. They're going to let us know how credit card spending is going. And just to give you an idea, even though we're seeing rates increase, credit card rates have gone up, I believe, 0.1%. 0.1%. Not even a percent, not even 0.5%, 0.1%. So pretty much credit card rates have gone unchanged. And that's interesting because, and again, we may see this really lag behind. And if it does, this is really going to impact how people are spending their money, or, are they able to charge their credit card or not? So again, we'll see what happens there. And a big thing that we need to watch for when JP Morgan reports is what JP Morgan believes is likely for a recession. What are the chances? Now, they said 20% like 2 to 3 months ago. Some economists are now saying that they believe it's right about 28, 30% that we will fall into a recession. But what does JP Morgan think? Are they going to stick to 20%? Is it going to fall maybe in the teens? Or is it going to jump up to that 28 to 30%? If that's the case, and they're signaling that there's a higher chance of recession, that's not good news. So we'll see what happens there. Then on Friday, what's going to happen is at the end of the day, the supplemental SNAP benefits, okay, the supplemental allotment or emergency allotment, that will go away. That expires. And that expires unless the Biden administration will extend the public health emergency declaration. That has to be done by Friday. As of right now, we're getting no reports that the Biden administration is willing to do that. So if that's the case, the $95 additional SNAP benefits that millions of families have been getting for the past couple of years, this in most states is going to end. And again, President Biden, he has the ability to extend the public health emergency declaration, but whether or not he does that, honestly, we don't know. So that's what we know at this time. Again, there's a bunch of stuff going on this week, but a lot of the stuff that's going on this week, again, it's not going to be from the White House. It could be. It's not going to be from Congress, I can tell you that. It's most likely going to come from the financial markets, from Wall Street. That's where we can get a lot of the information, a lot of the news. We're also expecting to see some changes regarding what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. Okay, or really in Ukraine, but with Russia. Are we going to see Russia pull back? Probably not. Are we going to see them, really fight to try to get the Donbas region? Chances are yes. That's probably what's going to happen. So again, as we get more information on what is actually happening and we get some updates on that, I promise I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Consider subscribing if you like these daily uploads. Also, go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.